Well, on the third night of the Republican National Convention, the country is in turmoil over the shooting of another black man at the hands of a white police officer and the murder of two protesters.
And much of tonight's speeches were previously recorded, but the vice president spoke live and addressed a nation deeply wounded. And KCAL9 political reporter Tom Wade is live in the newsroom with the highlights. Tom.
Hi there, Pat and Chris. The vice president did not talk about the unrest until the latter half of his speech and did not mention Jacob Blake by name. Also of note, the vice president spoke to a gathering of more than 100 people, and it did not appear they were wearing masks or socially distant. Tonight, Vice President Mike Pence speaking from the birthplace of the Star-Spangled Banner at Fort McHenry in Baltimore, Maryland. His speech coming as the nation is in tumult over the latest police shooting of Jacob Blake. Late in his speech, Vice President Pence addressed the violence, but Blake's name was never mentioned.
The violence must stop, whether in Minneapolis, Portland, or Kenosha. Too many heroes have died defending our freedom to see Americans strike each other down. We will have law and order on the streets of this country for every American of every race and creed and color.
Pence also praised the administration's response to the pandemic. Close to 180,000 lives have been lost to COVID-19 as of this evening.
President Trump marshaled the full resources of our federal government from the outset. He directed us to forge a seamless partnership with governors across America in both political parties. We partnered with private industry to reinvent testing and produce supplies that were distributed to hospitals around the land.
Testing is still a major issue across the country, with rapid tests still not widely available, and experts say contact tracing is also severely lacking. The vice president's wife spoke, celebrating women's rights. Mrs. Pence has been criticized for working at a school that bars gay and lesbian students.
100 years ago today, the 19th Amendment was adopted into the United States Constitution, guaranteeing women the right to vote.
It was a bittersweet evening for counselor to the president, Kellyanne Conway. The woman made famous for spin phrases like alternative facts is leaving the White House amid intense family drama. Conway praised the president for empowering women.
He picks the toughest fights and tackles the most complex problems. He has stood by me, and he will stand up for you. In honor of the women who empowered me and for the future of the children we all cherish, thank you, and God bless you always.
Trump's daughter-in-law on the unrest in America's streets.
In recent months, we've seen weak, spineless politicians seize control of our great American cities to violent mobs. Defund the police is the rallying cry for the new radical Democrat Party. Joe Biden will not do what it takes to maintain order.
White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany told an emotional story about a difficult health decision.
On May 1st, 2018, I followed in my mother's footsteps, choosing to get a preventative mastectomy. I was scared. The night before, I fought back tears.
And made this claim.
And I can tell you that this president stands by Americans with pre-existing conditions.
But President Trump has not introduced a health plan of his own and is suing to nullify the Affordable Care Act, which protects people with pre-existing conditions. This evening also featured more people of color offering their support to the president.
Before I left to come deliver this message, my energetic 8-year-old son Jackson stopped me and said, "Dad, can you please just tell everyone that all lives need to matter?"
So tomorrow is the final night of the RNC, and there are expected to be 1,500 people on the South Lawn to listen to the president's speech tomorrow night. The campaign says each will be tested for coronavirus ahead of time. Live in the newsroom, I'm Tom Wade. Chris, back to you.
All right, Tom, thank you.